Ooh, recip? A recip? She doesn't hear me, don't worry. Here in Germany we have... The internet is still new to us. It is not... Nobody has internet here. I will drop this. I will keep this. It looks like I can do something with that. She will just hear it if I say something bad about the man. Now, if I say something good about the mustache man, the guy nobody is supposed to talk about.
Forwards? No, backwards.
Oh.
Backwards.
Right, do you have something new to say? No? Okay. Alright, I'm ready. I guess we finish the quest and then bed. I'm not sure you would go immediately to prison if you were to say good stuff about him, let's say. It's just... We take it very serious, I guess. But we are not unreasonable. Like, if it's just in a jest, you would probably just get slapped on the wrist, worst case. I don't think they would actually imprison me right away if I were to say something good about him. Which I wouldn't. He's an ass. He did bad stuff, so no, I won't. Yeah. Anyways, the Stark Lord's gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. Oleg looks at you with respect, bordering on admiration, and good riddance. Maybe now we will be able to actually live in the Stone Lands, rather than just surviving. Oleg sighs. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It will surely boost trade, and all the noise they will bring with them. Well, that's none of your concern. But you can't wait to return to Restov and report your great victory. Can't wait to reach my bed. It's not that we hate him, it's just... My generation has just learned about him through books, you know? I have not experienced anything he did. So I don't really hate him. I just know he's bad, he's evil essentially. And I shouldn't aspire to be like him. Right. Restore awaits. I plan to set off right away. Alright, let's not do this. I'm gonna go to bed now. Alright, I still have some unfinished business here. Nice. Stop barking! A fine day to you. What brings you by? Restore awaits. I plan to set off right away. And I actually do plan on that, so let's leave. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I will gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Rostov. Thank you.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head, but I knew you could handle it.
Excuse me? You accused me of a spy. What do you mean, intuition? You little shit, huh?
Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Rostov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler. But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
How comes I'm the leader? Why is it not someone on my party like Valerie, perhaps? Why am I getting the Baron title if I have like 5 companions with me? It doesn't make sense. It's like everyone just gives to me without even contesting.
Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
As a spy, huh? Castle, a young half-orc with impeccable poise, performs a textbook-perfect bow. Jamandi, just what kind of games are you playing? I think I have the right to know.
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
You look like I care about your culture. I will just make my own. Why does she expect I want to be like her? I will make a war state. Someone that will just screw everyone over. I will just take world domination. I don't need your help. What do we need to know about the history of Brevoy?
What's now called Brevoy was originally 2 different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the 2 states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
Yeah, I want a dragon on my side, please. I mean, I have a budget dragon. Like, Rak apparently has some dragon blood in him. That's something.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Surtova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Eldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience.
Coral.
But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule. Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
Okay, so why do I care? What do we need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Eldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back, but open confrontation was out of the question.
And this is my ally?
Years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be.
These are my allies? Just backstabbing each other without a fight? Like, they would slander my name to get me to kill me, pretty much. Why do I want these as my friends?
Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Surtova, the former kings of Issia, but their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now Surtova and Eldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood, but peace between us is also out of the question.
What the fuck did you throw me in, man? This looks like a hot mess. What role do I play in your plans?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly, and the Surtovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going? The stolen lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, The inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
Wow. I like fighting, just saying, just throwing this into the ring. Don't the Sword Lords have any other throwing allies capable of playing this role?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Eldori, the descendants of the Sword Lords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
What part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Sword Lords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius.
If Natala, what? That's an odd name. If Natala is already here, why did she let you grant me the title?
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings.
Wow.
But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a Baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so. Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas.
A bunch of names thrown at me, people, politics. I don't know what's going on.
The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side. If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies.
Oh.
That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you.
Now I have to make business with them.
Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
What happens next?
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
That's a lie. You're literally still controlling me. You want to send your little... I don't even know what you just said. Your son? I don't. You're sending him to meet so he can spy, control, manipulate. Thank you for the explanation, you little shit.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
Do you already know about my encounter with Tatusio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
Alright. Sell me your envoy. Tell me why should I take him? I don't need an envoy.
Don't think I'm trying to impose a nanny or a spy on you.
Yeah.
We're neighbors now. You'll need someone knowledgeable about Brevoy's politics to act
You
as
just
an
told me
ambassador
Brevoy is
to your
like
court.
stupid.
If you don't like Casil, you're free to choose someone else, but I won't be able to vouch for the loyalty or trustworthiness of another envoy.
You just told me bravery is stupid. All bad people just backstabbing each other. Nobody trusting. And you want me to be like them? No. Thank you. I'm going to speak with the guests.
Enjoy your evening.
Insult
When you're
me.
ready for the official part, come to me.
Pretty weirdo. Let's talk with the guard. Hail. All of high society is here, even Nathala Sotova. There could be an assassination, a provocation, anything. What torture? The guests eat and drink and we can't even move. Poor guy. All of high society, okay. Jethal. They call this a feast? I'd show them some real festivals. If they let me. That's all. This guard got 3 lines. Wait, where is he? And she just get 1.